Good evening. I have been homeschooling my children for 13 years. My oldest graduated from high school in May, and my youngest is currently a sophomore. To the uninformed, homeschooling seems like an impossible task undertaken for bizarre reasons. The four main reasons that American families choose to home educate their children are political freedom, family unity, diverse needs of the family, and religious convictions. These four reasons are a summary of the multitude of individual reasons that make up the decision to homeschool. Political freedom is primarily the reasons of libertarian or anarchist. These families attempt to disengage themselves as far as they can from institutions of all kinds that encroach upon their freedoms. The lack of family unity in America is heartbreaking, and many American families choose homeschooling because it allows time to be restored to the family's day. Time to discuss current events, time to see the academic areas that light the fire in your children's eyes. Time to be a family is the reason some families choose homeschooling. The inability of corporate schools to meet the needs of families is another major reason. Some families choose homeschooling because regular schools cannot accommodate the family's hectic schedules. Actors, professional musicians, and professional athletes are a few of the people that choose homeschooling for this reason. In addition, military families choose homeschooling for continuity within their children's educational curriculum. Other families choose to homeschool because their school district does not reach the gifted children in the population. Rather than allowing frustration and boredom to creep into their children's lives, they remove their children from school and bring them home in the hopes to stimulate their minds through challenging subjects and hands-on projects. On the other hand, families with learning disabled children keep or bring their children home so the children can benefit from one-on-one tutoring and a sense of success in their education. Finally, religious freedom is a major reason for families choosing home education. The specifics of what violates each family's idea of religious freedoms are wide and varied. Some of the most often cited reasons are the school's use of curriculum that teaches material contrary to the family's religious beliefs. For example, the theory of evolution presented as fact within every public school and a majority of private schools. Many families feel that the Bible speaks directly to the parents' responsibility to educate their children. We see in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 6 through 9, that the Bible teaches, "These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write them on your door frames of your houses and on your gates." The freedom to educate your children based on this religious conviction is a predominant theme among Christian homeschooling families. Religious freedom to some families means the ability to train their children to see the world from God's perspective, rather than from a secular or worldly perspective. Families that cite this reason for choosing homeschool often quote Proverbs 22:6. "Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he shall not depart from it." Religious freedom can mean the ability to raise your children apart from the ungodly influences present in many schools in America today. Families that express this reason for choosing homeschooling often reference 1 Corinthians 15:33, "Do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good morals." Like so many homeschooling families, our family chooses to homeschool for a combination of these four reasons. However, our family believes most strongly in our religious convictions to homeschool. We are attempting to educate our children based on God's Word first, and second, to develop a love for learning. We are grateful that we live in a country and a state that allows us the freedom to choose homeschooling for whatever reason it might be. Thank you.